I'm quite extroverted, so networking while I was at university was definitely a lot easier than if I were a little bit more introverted. But what helped me a lot was actually working on site. So I was a gym instructor and a personal trainer at the university gym, and I was also a student ambassador. So I would constantly be meeting different people, either coming for open days or just doing different events, and then meeting a bunch of high school students as well. So it's just really good for networking. But if you don't want to work on site, it's absolutely fine. You can also do house share, or if you just go to different student events, or if you join some clubs at university, there's different ways of actually networking. But staying on site and actually being near your university would be useful, so you can constantly meet different people. For me, what really worked was actually working on site, but I know that's not for everyone. So regarding jobs, I was quite fortunate because my classmate Laura at the time mentioned that there's a clinic up for sale in New York. And after debating and discussing, we realized that, you know what, we're just going to go for it. And we took over at the start of fourth year. And I realized that because there's only one treatment room, that I'll have to look for another job on the side, but it had to be somewhere close to York. So I looked on the GCC website, did my own Google search, BCA website, UCA website, talked to my supervisors, my teachers as well. And then I observed quite a few people in different clinics in the area. So I liked all of them, to be honest, but funny enough, one of the floor supervisors, Ben, mentioned that he was looking for someone part-time. And I thought, well, I had already wanted to work for him anyways, so I went to meet his team, went to his clinic, and we pretty much connected, and the rest is just history. So that's my story. One of the most rewarding things for me being a chiropractor is actually knowing that my patient is feeling better, or knowing that they're actually fully pain-free. My favorite story of all time is I had a patient that came into clinic while I was in fourth year, and she said she tripped on ice while she was pregnant, and she fell on her coccyx, and because of that she couldn't sit properly for about 6 years. She could only really sit on a donut pillow, and she tried multiple different treatment modalities. Nothing really worked. And then after a few treatments with me, she actually was almost fully pain-free. So she went to the hair salon for the first time after 6 years, and she celebrated her son's birthday by being on a roller coaster. And I know that's a bit of a stretch, and I would have really advised that after just like 2-3 coccyx adjustments. But stories like that makes you really appreciate the profession. So I really like what I do. If you're someone that's considering the field of chiropractic, here are my top 3 tips for you. Before you apply to go to university, actually go to different chiropractic clinics and observe and see what they do. Is it something that resonates with you? Can you actually see yourself doing it in the future? And then make a decision to apply. The second one, when you're already in university, actually be a sponge and take in as much information as possible. Be curious, say yes to things, and always go to your teachers for help. They're always there to provide feedback. So those are my top 2 tips. And the third tip is go to conferences and try networking as much as possible, especially when you're at university. Tickets for conferences are either free or they're cheap. So I would definitely recommend doing that. I met quite a lot of people at conferences, and you never know who you're going to meet in the future or who you're going to work with in the future. So it's just a great opportunity.